Hello everybody, welcome to YouTube channel Enrich Your Biology. We have started with the preparation for exam, competitive exam for admission in various medical courses. So today is my second lecture and we have started with some important points from diversity of life and classification of organisms. So today I am giving you some more points. I will speak slowly so that you can note it down. It will be cumbersome task if I write it on the board and we won't be able to cover the syllabus in 1 month. I will try to cover the syllabus in 1 month. So some more important points of classification are, number one is, what is taxonomy? What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the study of identification, nomenclature and classification of organisms based on external and internal characters as well as related to the cell structure, developmental processes and ecological information. This is taxonomy. Then what is binomial nomenclature? What is nomenclature? Naming of the organism. Naming of anything is called as the nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature, the organism is represented by two words. The name of the organism is represented by two words. First word represents the genus and the second word represents the species. So organism, the name of organism is represented by, genus along with its species. So the genus starts with the capital letter and species start with the small letter. So this kind of representation, this kind of naming of the organism is called as the binomial nomenclature. Just like you can say in case of human being. The scientific name of the human being is Homo sapien. Homo is the genus and sapien is the species. When we write Homo sapien, we will write Homo H capital and sapien as small. So this is binomial nomenclature. Just like in case of mango, Mangifera indica. In Mangifera, M will be capital and in indica, I will be small letter. So this this is called as the binomial nomenclature. Just like in case of wheat, the botanical name of wheat is Triticum vulgare. Triticum vulgare. And then is species is the basic unit of life. Species is the basic unit of life. So is the hierarchy of classification. The placing of grouping of organism in the order depending upon their similarities and dissimilarities, it will form the hierarchy. Distantly related organism but with few similarities, they are placed in kingdoms. Then next will be the phylum. Next class, and then is the orders, then family, then genus, and then species. You followed my point? First kingdom, then is phylum. Phylum in case of animals and division in case of plants. Then is class, then order, then family, then genus, then species. This hierarchy is, this classification is grouping of the organism in particular group depending upon the similarities and dissimilarities. How we can do the classification of human being? So in this case, it belongs to kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates, family hominidae, genus Homo, and species is the sapien. Have you followed me? Again I repeat, kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates, family Hominidae, genus Homo, and species is the sapien. So group of species is the basic unit of classification. Group of species which are closely related with each other, they will form the genus. Group of organisms falling on the closely related genus, they will form the, family. And the group of families having closely related organism, they will form the order. And group of orders which are closely related in some characters, they will form the class. And group of class, they will form phylum. And group of phylum or the division, they will form the kingdom. So this is all about the hierarchy of classification. Then next point is cyanobacteria and heterotrophic bacteria. All these fall under kingdom Monera. All monerans, they are prokaryotic. And you know what is the 5 kingdom classification? R.H. Whittaker gave the 5 kingdom classification. What are those? Kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. All monerans, they are unicellular and prokaryotic. And all other kingdoms, they are eukaryotic. So all prokaryotic, they are placed under kingdom Monera. All monerans and all protists, they are unicellular. Remember it. All monerans and all protists, they are unicellular. Then you will know, you might be knowing what are prokaryotes and what are eukaryotes. Prokaryotes with the prokaryotic cells, they are called as the prokaryotes. What are prokaryotic cell? In which nucleus is not well defined. It is not covered by the nuclear membrane, and nucleolus is not well defined. Such organelles, they are also not covered by the plasma membrane. In eukaryote, the nucleus is well defined, covered by the, surrounded by the nuclear membrane. Nucleolus is also well defined. Subcellular organelles, they are also well defined, covered by the plasma membrane. Then cyanobacteria and heterotrophic bacteria, they all fall under kingdom Monera. So depending upon the shape of bacteria, there are different type, different name have been given. Rod-shaped bacteria, they are called as the Bacillus. Spiral-shaped, they are called as Spirulina. Comma-shaped, they are called as Vibrios. Spherical, they are called as Cocci. And corkscrew, they are called as spirochetes. Again I repeat, Bacillus, rod-shaped, Spirulina, spiral-shaped, Vibrios, comma-shaped, Cocci are the coccus, spherical, and spirochetes, they are the corkscrew. So, some of the important botanical garden, the most important botanical garden worldwide is Kew, K-E-W. It is present in England. In India, the most important 2 botanical garden, one is in Havda, other is in the Lucknow. Indian Botanical Garden is in Havda. National Botanical Research Institute is in Lucknow. So, then you can say, what is the scientific name of mango? It is Mangifera indica. What is the scientific name of pea? Sweet pea, मटर जो हम खाते हैं. It is Pisum style. It is Pisum style. You know, in case of plants, the cell wall is formed of cellulose. Cell wall is formed of cellulose and hemicellulose. Pectin may also be present, but prominently it is formed of cellulose. But in case of fungi, cell wall is there. but it is formed of chitin, chitin. It is formed of chitin. So I told in fungi, and in the depending upon the kingdom, hierarchy of the kingdom, I'm to say there is different level of organization. Monera and Protista, they have cellular level of organization, that all organisms falling under this kingdom, they are unicellular. In kingdom Monera and in kingdom Protista. In kingdom fungi, the cell wall is, to say they are multicellular with loose tissue. They are multicellular with, in plant A, level of organization is tissue in lower plants and organs in the higher plants. Tissue oblique organ, you can say it is the level of organization. In Animalia, level of organization may be tissue in the lower animals, organs in still higher animals, and organ system in still most developed animal. Just you can say in case of human being, there is organ system. Many kinds of tissues are present, no doubt. Nervous tissue, connective tissue, all these epithelial tissue, they are present. And they form the organs, just like heart, liver, lungs, these are the organs. But when many organs collectively they function together, they will form the organ system. Just like digestive system, in this case, mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, they all will together form the digestive system. Then fungi, the mode of nutrition in fungi is heterotrophy. It is typically saprotrophic. I'm to say they are saprobes. They obtain their food from the dead organic material, dead and decaying organic material. When they obtain dead and decaying organic material of the plants, they are called as the saprophytes. When they obtain food from the dead organic animal material, then they are called as saprobiotes or the saprotrophic. Then animals, they may be holozoic or saprophytes, parasites as well. What is holozoic? What is holozoic? When the animal devour solid food material, it is called as the holozoic mode of, just like we take the food and we take it from outside. This is holozoic. What is saprotrophic? I told you that when the organism they obtain food, the dead organic material, they secrete some enzyme, digest it and then absorb it. Parasites, when the one animal or the organism, it obtains food from and the shelter from the other organism. It can't live without that organism, then it is called as the parasite. Parasites, they are further to ectoparasite, endoparasite. When the parasite lives on the external body of the organism, then it is called as ectoparasite, just like lice. जुएं पड़ जाती हैं, वो हमारा खून चूसती है, they are ectoparasite, but they are not inside our body, they are outside the body. Endoparasite, which live inside the body, they are called as the endoparasite, just like roundworm, hookworm, and plasmodium, these are endoparasite. Then in Monera, bacteria are the sole members of kingdom Monera. And bacteria, they are further of two types, archaebacteria and eubacteria. Eubacteria is the true bacteria, and archaebacteria, examples of these Monera are, you can say, cyanobacteria, nostoc, anabina, they have rigid cell wall. What are halophiles? What are halophiles? Salt-loving organism. The organism which live in the salty water, they are called as the halophiles. Then thermoacidophiles, The organism living in the hot spring, they are called as thermocidophiles. Methanogens, which are present in the, these methanogens, they are the cyanobacteria. They are present in the gut wall of ruminant animals, just like cow and buffalo. They produce the methane from the dung. They produce the methane. They produce the biogas. Methane is the component of biogas. Then now I'm telling you some diseases which are caused by different organism. Bacterial diseases which are caused by bacteria due to the parasitic bacteria. What are those? Cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus canker, whooping cough. These are most common diseases of the bacteria. Cholera, typhoid, tetanus, citrus canker, and whooping cough and tuberculosis as well. And fungal diseases are, athlete foot in case of human being, athlete foot, ringworm, jaw itch, onchomycosis. Onchomycosis is the infection of nail. And diaper rash, vaginal infection, and esophageal candidiasis. These are the fungal diseases caused in the human being. Athlete foot, ringworm, jaw itch, onchomycosis, and diaper rash, vaginal infection, and esophageal candidiasis. Esophageal candidiasis is caused by fungi Candida. And what is onchomycosis? Is the infection of the nail. Fungal diseases, these are the pathogenic fungi. Fungal diseases, they are also caused in plants. Puccinia is the fungi. It causes the wheat rust of plant. And yeast is a fungi. Some fungi, they are of commercial importance. Just like yeast. Yeast, it is a fungi. It will help in making bread and beer. So these are all about fungal diseases, and fungal infection is called as mycosis. Then viral diseases are, which are caused by virus, chickenpox, herpes, influenza, AIDS, HIV you can say, mumps, measles, and viral hepatitis, common cold, corona, rubella, polio. Again I repeat, chickenpox, herpes, influenza, HIV, mumps, measles, viral hepatitis, common cold, corona, rubella, and polio. These are the many more viral diseases are also there. These are all viral diseases. Then is what is plasmogamy? What is plasmogamy? Yes. Fusion of two gametes is called as the plasmogamy as a whole. Whether it is motile gametes, whether it is non-motile gate, it is called as the plasmogamy. What is karyogamy? Fusion of two, nuclei. It is called as the karyogamy. It is called as karyogamy. Now I am giving some examples of, fungi. What are those? Rhizopus, it is bread mold. Albugo, it is parasite on mustard. These belong to family of Phycomycetes. Phycomycetes of kingdom fungi. Then Aspergillus, Claviceps, Neurospora, yeast, Penicillium. These are all examples of Ascomycetes. they are pathogenic. And in Ascomycetes, morels and truffles, they are edible. Then mushroom and bread fungi. Bread fungi, they are also called as the puffballs. They are basidiomycetes. Agaricus is a mushroom. It is edible. Astilago, it is also basidiomycetes. It causes smut disease. Vaccinia is also basidiomycetes. It causes rust disease. All these, they are fungi. Then deuteromycetes. Deuteromycetes, they are called as the fungi imperfecti. Why? Because in this case only asexual vegetative phases are there. No sexual phase is present. That's why they are called as the fungi imperfecti. Examples are Alternaria, Calectotrichum and Trichoderma. So this is all about to say some important of fungi. Then one more important point I am telling you, what is mycoplasma? Mycoplasma, it is a bacteria. It belongs to kingdom Monera. It is the smallest living animal. Smallest living organism is called as the mycoplasma, and it's completely lack the cell wall, and it can survive without oxygen. It is anaerobic. Most of the mycoplasma, they are pathogen in plants and animals. So mycoplasma or the bacteria completely lack cell wall. They are the smallest living organism. They are anaerobic. To say they can survive without oxygen, and they are mostly pathogens on plants and animals. I'm telling some points of kingdom Protista or single-celled eukaryotes, they are protists. Or single-celled prokaryotes, they are monerans. Or single-celled eukaryotes, they are protists. So in protists, there are different classes. Chrysophytes, and then is dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds, protozoans. These are the further classes of kingdom Protista. What are chrysophytes? They include the diatoms. Diatoms and golden algae. Diatoms, they live in the ocean. They are the, major producer of the ocean. They produce food for themselves as well as for the other organism living in the sea. So they are the producers of the main producer of the ocean. They are planktons. They are suspended in the water. They are passive. They are carried by the water current. They can't move there at their own. Diatoms, their cell wall, it is overlapping, and they are covered by a shell made of silica, siliceous shell, and that shell is called as frustule. When these diatoms, they die, these shell, they form, many of the shell, they form earth, which is called as the diatomaceous earth. Dinoflagellates, they are marine, mostly they are marine and photosynthetic. In their cell wall is present blue and the red pigment, and when they die, they gather together, they form the red tide in the sea. They form the red tide in the sea, red tide. The flagella two, one runs longitudinal, other runs transverse. The example is gonelex. So gonelex it formed the red tide in the sea. Many of the gonelex together, they form the red tide. Euglenoids, in this case, also two flagella there. They move with the help of flagella. The movement is with the help of, and the flagella whip-like. They are mostly photosynthetic. But a very strange point, when light is not available, when sunlight is not available, they become predator. So they are heterotrophic in such circumstances. Then is slime molds. Slime molds, they are to say saprophytic protista, and they are extremely resistant to their spores are extremely resistant to unfavorable conditions. Protozoans, they are heterotrophic predators, or they may be parasites. Just like amoeba is free living, but ant amoeba coli is parasite in our intestine. Ant amoeba coli is parasite. Amoeba is free living. They move with the help of pseudopodia. Then you can say trypanosoma, it is also parasite. It is flagellated protozoan, and amoeba is pseudopodial protozoan. This trypanosoma, some species trypanosoma, they cause sleeping sickness in human being. Then Plasmodium is sporozoan. It is a malarial parasite. This is all about today. Next we will do some important points of kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. You please remember it, and I wish you all the best to qualify your exam. Please share it with your friends. Like करना ना भूलिए, subscribe करना ना भूलिए. That will be a boost for me. Okay, have a good day.